Hi guys, welcome to my channel again. Today I wanted to talk to you about my symptoms with EBV and how I knew that I had a virus. So if you saw one of my first videos on how I got a chronic illness due to drugs, you'd know that I have EBV, and it was kind of a long process to find out what was causing my symptoms. So pretty much I was feeling at the time a lot of chronic fatigue. I still have a lot of chronic fatigue, but that was my main symptom. And then I got flu-like symptoms that I still have, unfortunately. So pretty much I wake up with a sore throat, and then my tongue sometimes is white. That is so gross. But I mean, I can't do anything about it. I wash my mouth, I clean my mouth so well, and I wake up like that. It's just the virus. So I also have neck pain, that flu headache that you get. It's not even a headache, it's that weird flu lightheadedness that you get in your head. Lightheadedness is something else as well that I have. I have no joint pain, luckily. I haven't had any fevers with this at all. I know a lot of people are different. What else have I had? I've had weird gut issues, digestive issues, adrenal issues. I started my treatment way before I knew that I was diagnosed, that I had EBV. I'm sorry. I have a lot of brain fog. Before I had discovered the EBV, I was addressing my adrenals that help with your hormones. And then I started taking supplements for my hormones to balance them, which they've worked so well for me. What else have I done? I took something for fungus, which if you saw the video about drugs, then you know that I did have a mold fungus issue. But yes, EBV has caused a lot of digestive issues and stool issues, leaky gut issues. Definitely. I haven't even addressed the leaky gut yet. It's right now the EBV is the biggest thing that we're addressing. After that, we'll address everything else. Like the leaky gut and the adrenals in a higher, in a more condensed treatment. Right now I'm just taking one thing for adrenals, but there are other stronger, better things, but it's one thing at a time for me and my doctor. It's what works best for us. And what else were my symptoms? I have to think about it because I didn't write it down. I am not prepared, and I do apologize. What else were my symptoms? I think that was pretty much it. There are just a lot of days that I would spend in bed. Some days were worse than others. And I'm not talking about with this treatment. This was way before this treatment. I had a lot of neurological sensations. Oh yes, how can I forget this symptom of vibrations? That is probably the worst symptom ever. So I had a lot of vibrations in my legs, just kind of like MS. People with MS would have multiple sclerosis. I think that's what MS is. They can diagnose that with MRIs, and they find lesions in the brain. But I already did 2 MRIs, and they were pretty clear. So I don't have anything there. I just know that the symptoms are coming from the virus. I don't know how to explain this, but it doesn't feel like you have a cold. It feels like you're catching a cold that never ever arrives. It feels like you're going to get a fever, but you don't ever get one. That's what, for me, Epstein-Barr virus, chronic fatigue syndrome feels like. It just feels like a virus that can't go away. And I don't know how to explain that. I physically feel my virus. It doesn't feel like a cold. I've had colds during my chronic fatigue syndrome journey. and it doesn't feel the same. I prefer having a cold than having chronic fatigue syndrome altogether. It's terrible to have that weird sensation that you're going to get sick, but you don't. It prevents you from really going out a lot and doing things because you don't want to be miserable. You don't want to catch a cold. You don't feel well. So yeah, that's pretty much some of the symptoms that I've had with Epstein-Barr virus and how I knew that I was ill with it. My doctor wanted to treat me for mold toxicity and heavy metal toxicity and detox that, and I did start that, but I kind of brought up to him a lot. I'm like, you know what, we should test the EBV, we should do that, because I had a doctor previously for chronic fatigue syndrome, but she was an actual specialist, like medical specialist, not a doctor in functional medicine or anything natural. It was all just pills and stuff like that. So that's how I knew that I had Epstein-Barr virus, but the doctor insisted that we just start detoxing. We did that, and I'm like, can we just test for the EBV, please? I feel like I have that. We did. I was right. It was too high. It was too incredibly high. So we just started this treatment right away, which I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to do this treatment. A lot of people have gotten better from so many different things on it. They've been symptom-free for years. You have to take care of yourself after. It's not, okay, go back to drinking alcohol every single night with no sleep and then just add drugs to it. No, it's taking care of yourself after. It's eating healthy and maintaining a good diet, taking any supplements that help with your immune system, like vitamin D, vitamin C daily, other kinds of vitamins that you're lacking. And it's really important to do blood work to see where you're at every 6 months, just to see where you're at, so that your virus never comes back, or any illnesses and stuff like that, so, or bacterias or anything. So anyways, thank you so much for watching my symptom video. Please take care.